So last month we took our first big road trip with Elliot. It was a 14-hour round trip down to the Vancouver Vancouver area.
And spit up.
It was about a 14-hour round trip down to Vancouver area for Halloween and to visit friends and family that we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah, we did have to make a few extra stops and had a few messy accidents, but Elliot did really well and just kind of slept for most of the time.
Road trips are definitely different now that we have a little one. We just have to be a bit more mindful when it comes to packing, which we'll cover later in this video, but we're also more vigilant about safety and being prepared, which leads me to the sponsor of this video, Michelin wiper blades. So the highway that we take to go see friends and family is the Coquihalla. It's a high mountain pass that can get snow anytime from October through May. But honestly, here in BC, we can get crazy weather and rainstorms any time of the year. So it's super important to make sure that we are properly prepared for any big trip, especially now that we have a baby. It's your first time seeing snow.
Hello. You happy guy? Big smiles?
Having a good set of wiper blades is so important when it comes to maintaining good visibility in the rain and snow. Old, worn out blades that can leave streaks and blurry patches can make it pretty dangerous to drive in bad weather. Michelin wiper blades use their Smart Flex technology to give your windshield the right hug, making you and your family feel safe on the road by ensuring that you can see clearly, even in bad weather. It's one of those things that you want to be proactive about and change out before they get bad.
So if you've never changed out your wiper blades before, it's something that's super simple, only takes a few minutes to do. We've already removed our old wiper blades off the car, and just take out your new wiper blade, remove the little packaging that's on the clip, and then it's as easy as just sliding it on the arm and clicking it into place. And then don't forget to take off your protective sleeve before you actually use your wipers.
If you'd like to learn more and purchase a pair for yourself, visit the link in the description. Now, there are a few safety items that we keep in the car that are especially important to have in the wintertime. I mean, we were pretty lucky, but just a week after we got home, BC got hit by a huge rainstorm that washed out and closed down several highways. Hundreds of motorists were stranded on the roads and had to be rescued by helicopter. While that event was extremely rare, the Coquihalla has been closed many times over the years due to snowstorms or car accidents. So just in case you do get stuck, it's always a good idea to have some extra food, water, a warm blanket, extra jacket or sweater so you don't have to be idling your car to keep warm. It's also a good idea to have a flashlight so you can find things in the dark or you can signal for help. And of course, I always recommend a small first aid kit for any car trip. And last, but certainly not least, winter tires, which are not only legally required for many highways here in Canada, but they're just a really smart thing to have when the temperature drops. Feels a bit funny being in the back seat, but since this is Elliot's first big trip and there's not really a whole lot of places to pull over, I just wanted to be back here in case he fussed and I could comfort him, pop a soother in him.
Can you see Daddy? Can you see Daddy? Oh, such big smiles. Do you still have a clean diaper? Probably not. There's probably pee in there, isn't there? You probably have some pee in that diaper, don't you?
Now when it comes to packing, this is everything that we took on our trip. This is about 10 days worth of stuff and we've learned a few things. We've definitely overpacked on several things and there's several things that I wish that we had more of. So the first thing we overpacked on was toys. This entire bin is full of fun things for Elliot to play with that he loves here at home. But because we were going to friends and families, Elliot was already overstimulated by all of the new people and the new places that he really didn't need any of these toys to entertain him. So I think the next time we go down, I'm only gonna pack like one or two of his favorites and then leave the rest here. The next thing we overpacked on was clothes for Elliot. We packed way too many outfits for him because, well, with the baby, obviously they're gonna have blowouts and vomits and spit up, and so they go through a lot of outfits, but we also go through a lot of outfits because he vomits on us, and all the places that we were staying at, we had access to laundry, so we just ended up doing laundry every few days anyway, so we really didn't need all the extra outfits. We also packed way too many washcloths and swaddles and blankets, and realistically we only need like one or two of each. I guess our thinking was more so that it was going to be cold, so we wanted to make sure we had blankets for him, but they're kind of bulky items, so less is best. 2 would have been fine. On the other hand, some of the things that I wish we brought more of were soothers or pacifiers or binkies, whatever you call them. But we brought 3 of them, which seemed like enough. These just kind of get left everywhere all the time on counters, and you never know where you put them, as well as they fall out of Elliot's mouth and then they fall on the ground and get covered in cat hair. So instead of having to wash them all the time, I just kind of wish we had more of them. Another thing I wish we brought more of was pumping parts. So I only brought one set of pumping parts as well as a few bottles, and I actually needed to pump quite a bit because I got some clogged ducts, which was really painful and it required more pumping. We also didn't bring our bottle cleaning stuff like our brush or our drying rack, so it was a little trickier to clean all of the pumping and bottle supplies afterwards. Would have been nice to have. Burp cloths are another thing I wish we had more of, since like pacifiers, they kind of get left around and they get dirty really quick with spit up, so it's good to just have extra. I'm also quite glad we brought our video baby monitor with us for keeping an eye on Elliot, as well as our portable sound machine / night light. This was great for the evenings, for just room lighting, as well as drowning out the noise of unfamiliar house sounds. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about Elliot's first road trip. I think it went pretty well, but if you have any other tips for road tripping with a baby, please let me know down below in the comments. Thanks once again to Michelin wiper blades for sponsoring this video. We'll see you guys and gals again soon.